Now, the issue is this. Now, to me, this isn't an issue. I know Dave said it's classless. It wasn't. It was emotion coming out.
Yeah.
We saw Fraser Clark afterwards when he knocked his man out. Frustration. Because of what this young man's gone through the last few months, he's been vilified, he's been chastised, everything's gone to him. He shouted like, I've done it.
This is the moment
but
here.
you can't. What's Grant Smith or any of Cameron's team got to do with that?
Frustration, Dave. What is it to say? You know
Yeah,
what?
do it at the crowd.
I'm not washed up. I'm not
Do it at the
rubbish.
crowd. There's no excuse for that.
Everything you're saying about me is complete rubbish and in your face. This is what this young man's doing.
That. Yeah, I understand that. I understand when everybody's at you. He got booed into the ring. I understand that. He got booed when he stopped the guy.
Yep.
I understand that. But you show your class. Not by going the first thought.
It's human emotion, Dave. It's human emotion.
But it's the opposite corner.
It's human emotion. You get in there. All those people, you want to put a name, a face to someone that's been giving you hassle. Human emotion.
None of them said anything.
You know as well as me how much of a good guy Grant Smith is.
Yeah.
Such a good man, such a good team, family. He don't deserve that. He don't deserve that.
But you know what?
Straight
after, this is how bad it was. If it was that bad, he went up, hugged him, he hugged Grant Smith afterwards, because in the sudden look, it was just an outpour of emotion. He was almost in tears when his dad got in. His dad said, straighten yourself up. This is how frustrated he was. The black guy was almost in tears. It's human emotion.
Yeah, and I think Andy Lee was sort of touching on that, wasn't he? When he spoke in the ring of just saying, you know, Ben has all week pretty much said that now he's been pretty good at filtering out all the noise over the last 6 months. But I think what Andy Lee sort of said there was it's been really, really tough. And I think that's kind of Johnny's point, David, is just saying that at that point it was emotional.
And he's got the best man in the world to have looking after him, to show him how to behave and how to be as a character. Because Andy Lee is an unbelievable human being. So he's in the right hands. And that moving forward is great. I get what you're saying. I understand about human emotions. I do understand that. But I just think he let himself down. And doesn't matter what you said to me. I think he let himself down with that.
Unfortunately, even after the win, now again he's going to get criticised. He's going to get vilified. And the thing is, he's got the job done. I'm telling you, let's sit back, look at this again, look at it again and again. You watch his face. I pointed to Matt Macklin and Andy Clark and said, check him out. His dad had a whisper in his ear, calm down, the tears went, big smile, braggadocious all over again. Everything that's said and done is about a human being, and it's hurt him.
Yeah.
And this was human emotion coming out.
And also, Callum, I mean, you fought in your hometown, Oakwell, you're going to be fighting there again in June. Ben Whittaker experiencing boos in your home arena. That's not easy as a fighter, I imagine, to deal with.
I've never been booed in my life, and especially to get booed in your hometown when you're headlining, it says something about yourself. And I think for me, you know, everyone said he's been humbled or done that, but for me, he's just shown his true self there. And again, Grant Smith is a good man, good family. He don't deserve that, and I think it's bang out of order. And I know Johnny's on about emotion. He has a lot of emotion, but
we can say, look, yeah, this is afterwards, that there is a hug there, so it does seem to be all right. But I hear what you're saying, Callum and Dave, that in the moment you feel it was the wrong thing.
I think for me, he's very lucky he's got Andy Lee in his corner. Yeah. Very lucky. Luckily he spoke for him then, and he took him over to Grant's corner, to Liam's corner, and I think he's lucky he's got a good role model like him.
This is our fight game. Fighters will scream and shout, they'll cuss each other out before a fight. They'll bash each other in the ring, and as soon as the bell's gone, it's over. And this was just the tip of it. But let's talk about Liam Cameron. Liam Cameron went in there. He had the best opportunity he possibly could have and got himself in great shape. But let's just remember, Ben Whittaker did everything right and got the job done. That should have happened in the first place. And because he dropped the ball and thought, I'm going to walk through him, that's what happened in Saudi. And so now he's saying, you know what, it's better than that could have happened to me. Because it's better off it happening now than 19 fights down the line just before a world title fight. Better he wakes up now.
And because of what happened in Saudi, did we need to see that statement from Ben this evening?
Well, win
wasn't enough.
This young man was unhappy with the silver medal in the Olympics. Some people are happy just to get in the Olympics. So we had to see that, and he needed that for himself, because this guy, he's been under immense pressure. We know he's a talent, but the pressure is there. And you know what? He doesn't do himself any favour because his mouth gets in the way sometimes. But that's why we love him, I love him. That's why he'll sell arenas out, because people will want to watch him fight.
And what I will say, tonight was his biggest test of his career, and he rose to that test, and rose to that challenge. So fair play and all credit will to him, because it was an outstanding performance. Under the intense pressure of that performance last time. Everybody questioning him. Did he look for a way out every time?
The test was more of a mental test.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the opponent, because looking at the records, that's what he should have done in the first place. Now, the test will come along if he gets into the ring with this guy here, next to me, Callum Simpson. That's when the tests come along. Who will he get in with next? Someone like Dan Aziz. That's what they'll put in front of him. That's the test. This is the test about Ben, not about the opponent.
I imagine there's a real air of relief for Ben Whittaker this evening.
Yeah, I would have thought so. Well, obviously, he showed a lot of emotion there. Obviously, he's gone through a lot of the past few months, whether it's his own doing or whatever. But yeah, obviously, a massive relief for him there. And again, like I said, overall a decent performance. So still getting caught with quite a few shots from Liam, and could it have gone like the first fight? Who knows? But yeah, fair play to him.
What next? What next for Ben?
As I said, I think the likes of someone like Dan Aziz be perfect, or another domestic dust-up, just to say, you know what, I'm top of the domestic tree. He's got to put himself in there. But as I said, Callum's a guy that stood next to me saying, I'd do that. I'd step up. I'd get in with him there. If you want to talk about how good he possibly can be, let me get in with him. And these are the kind of tests, but it's business, it's show business. Would that happen? I don't know. Would they take a path to, you know what, we want to get to the top? I don't know, but there are good domestic matchups that can be made.